here we have a 91 Arctic Cat Prowler 440. This was parked years ago because it was missing. So we're going to dig into her, see if we can't find what the problem is. First we need to get her running, so let's get to it. Okay, let's see what's under the hood. So here she is. I think we'll start by taking the carbs off. Yeah, there's 2 of them. That's fine, just means twice the work. We'll get those carbs off, clean them up, and maybe drain the fuel tank, get all the old fuel out of there. So I ran into a little bit of a problem here. This hose clamp in there, it's rusted up pretty bad and the screws stripped, so I was not able to get that off. So then I resorted to the next thing, take this off. But this has been siliconed here. I don't know if you can see that, if focus in on there. I don't really want to break that seal there, so I'm gonna pull the other carb apart and check the bowl, see how clean that is, and if that's not that dirty, then I'm not pulling the other carb off. Alright, so I got the bowl off, and it is not very dirty in there at all. There's no scum or anything like that. So I'm going to leave the other carb on there, put this one back on, and we'll go from there. Sometimes you get something dropped in somewhere and it's like, no problem, just grab the magnet, grab it out. What if you don't have a magnet? Well, that's me right now. I don't have a magnet, so gotta get creative. Got a screwdriver here with a magnetic bit. I'm gonna try that, see if it works. Check it out. So, found a little problem here. The boot that connects to the carb on both of these carbs is cracked, as you can see down here. So we're gonna have to get new boots ordered in. I think I'll just put on good old duct tape and that'll be good for now. Alright, I got the carburetors back in, so we're going to put some fuel in it and see if we can make some noise. But first, I need to get all that old gas out of there. So I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to siphon as much of the fuel out of the tank as possible. Don't try this at home. It's known in the state of California to cause cancer or something like that, so... Oh yeah, there's just a very thin layer of fuel left. Awesome. Alright, we got oil, we got gas. Let's turn her over and see if she'll run. She'll need quite a bit of cranking. Carbs are dry. Well, I think I'm going to help her out a bit. Put a little bit of fuel right down the cylinders. Try that. Oh, that should help. Spark plug's a little oily, but that's a pretty new spark plug. Okay, so I don't understand this. I know it's getting air. That's all free. It's getting fuel. That was poured right down into the cylinder. So it's gotta be like spark or something. either that or it needs more air. So yeah, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll give it a little more air here. Found something really strange. I just had a cousin who was recently killed in a snowmobile accident, and I think that the throttle got stuck at wide open. And Dad was saying that that should not have happened because there's a switch in here that if that slide gets stuck and you let off, it'll kill it. I think there's something wrong with that here. As you can see, there's some play here. There's a spring switch in here, and when I'm holding this switch closed, the thing runs just fine. The spring's back and the thing is just dying. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so not holding on throttle at all. Won't go. I'll hold this in. Runs really good when it's held in, but just dies right away when this is back. So this is really strange. I'm gonna go read up on that. I'm not sure what's going on here. So I found that I guess sometimes these fail between this and the magnetic switch on the carb. And so what we simply got to do is under here on this machine, there's a plug here, and I've got to jump the switch in here to the common ground, and let's do that. So the plug was corroded pretty bad, so getting it apart broke it. I'm gonna have to get some new plugs, but for now I'll just jump them and see if that fixes their problem. Okay, let's see if this worked. So here's what I did, just twisted all three of these wires together. Later I will put new plugs on here, and I'll just jump the switch and not the kill switch. Right now the kill switch doesn't do anything. That has been bypassed, so now it's just by the key. But this will work for now, and we can do some testing. So we took her out and ran her, got her good and warm, and performed flawlessly. So we'll do more testing tomorrow, but the old issue of it missing on the cylinder was simply that plug that took apart there and went and jumped was corroded. And so what was happening is the connection was not good, and what happens when wires get warm is the power doesn't flow as well. And so it was simply, it could only run one coil at a time sort of thing. And so that's why it was missing originally. So we'll take it out tomorrow, make sure she's good, and go from there. For now, I'm gonna head to bed. See you in the morning. There we go. She sure looks nice all shined up. How's that? Alright, so we put about an hour on her, and she's performed flawlessly. So, we got a few little things to do to her yet, but for now, we'll call it good, and she's running and driving really well. On a different note, behind here is my dad's 800 mounted cat. It needs a bearing that requires pulling out the track. And so drop in the comments if you think I should fix that one next. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.